So the Democrats held their winter session over the weekend. They selected their new DNC chair. You can see my other video on that. And look who they invited to speak. Old Sleepy Joe was woken up to speak at this event, but they didn't dare have it be live because they knew that would be embarrassing. So they had him send, I don't even think it was a 2-minute video, and it had some edits and cuts in it. So this would have to be, you would expect, a flawless video if it's less than 2 minutes long. But we're talking about Joe Biden, so of course not. Check it out.
To the members of the DNC, in my farewell address to the nation, I spoke about the magic of America, the belief that everyone deserves a fair shot, the truth that America can be defined in one word: possibilities. I've long said America can be defined by a single word. I was in the Tibetan Plateau with Xi Jinping. I spent a great deal of time with him one-on-one, back when I was vice president and since then. And he looked at me and he said, we just had simultaneous interpreters. He said, can you define America for me? And I said, I can. One word. I mean it sincerely. Possibilities. 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 In the past 4 years, Kamala and I, our administration, all of you, have made enormous progress to carry out that belief and hold on to that truth. We ended office facing one of the toughest periods in our nation. But we came out stronger because we did the work. We beat the pandemic. We finally beat Medicare. We beat the pandemic to build the strongest economy in the world, to reset America's leadership in the world. But we know the battle for the soul of America continues today. Today, there are dangerous concentration of power.
What the hell did you just say?
There are dangerous concentration of power in the hands of very few older wealthy people, and a dangerous consequence if their abuse of power goes unchecked. Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America, an oligarchy of extreme wealth, power, and influence that threatens the entire democracy.
You knew that Joe couldn't resist getting the threat to democracy in there somewhere. You know, the interesting thing is, after all the time the Democrats spent on the threat to democracy angle as a means of trying to beat Trump, the exit polls showed most of the people that said threat to democracy was high on their list when they voted for Trump.
And if you look at the exit poll data today, you look at the number of people who said that they thought that democracy was at stake in this election, more of them nationwide voted for Donald Trump than voted for Kamala Harris, despite the fact that she made this sort of the centerpiece of the end of her campaign.
The entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. In this moment, the strength of our institutions, of our democracy, the presidency, the Congress, the courts, the free and independent press, and yes, our party, matter now more than they ever have. To stand up to the abuse of power, to ensure that everyone gets a fair shot, to choose possibility over peril, and to build a party of the people, that's our task as Democrats. To organize, to mobilize, to recruit folks to run, to empower more Americans to believe the America of our dreams is closer than we think. You know, we just have to keep the faith and spread it. Every time I walk out of my Irish Catholic grandfather's home up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, his name was Ambrose Finnegan. And he'd yell, Joey, keep the faith. My grandmother, no, Joey, spread it. We just have to keep the faith and spread it. That's what I plan to do. That's what we all must do. So God bless you all, and may God protect our troops.